Well, hello, and I'm going to go ahead and say happy fall because from the site of the decor in here, you all know it's fall. So I hope you had a good fall because I know this is going to be airing after fall, but I hope sometime down the road you'll get to see it during fall. Again, I am your host of the A New Day Show, Daphne Clarke-Hudson. I am a spiritual and empowerment specialist. I coach people in the area of spiritual development. I help them to understand why they can learn lessons from their life adversities instead of getting stuck and wallowing in those things that went opposite from the way that they were planned. I'm also, in addition to being a TV host, I'm also a talk show host, and I just enjoy working with people. I love to see people evolve. I enjoy when I work with people and see when they get it and to see the light bulbs go off. So if you're ever looking for a coach, I am the gal for you. Now, for those of you who know me for a while and you listen to my radio show and my TV show, you know that my friend and mentor, Dr. Miles Monroe, is kind of my idol because he is the one who got me to understand about my life calling and purpose. Because up until I met Dr. Monroe, I was like going around in circles and I did not understand about having a calling and a purpose and knowing what I was created for. So thanks to Dr. Miles, I have evolved. I'm still evolving and working and just doing that which the Lord has called me to do. And in addition to that, for those of you who probably don't know, I have been called to start a breakfast feeding program in Jamaica, West Indies at my old school. So you'll be hearing much more about it. And I hope to have pictures to share with you about those little children there at the Carmel Moravian School. Carmel Moravian Church is the church that I grew up in. And there is the school that I attended. And now I'm going to be starting a breakfast program there. I mentioned Dr. Miles Monroe because for these next two episodes, the first one we're going to be talking about the keys to fulfilling your life's purpose. Yes, everything has a key to it. And as believers and Christ followers, we ask for divine strategies in doing what we have to do. And once we get those, then we want to implement all the keys that will help us fulfill our life's purpose. So with that being said, I want to share with you a lot of those points from Dr. Miles Monroe's writing and teaching that I have been benefited from for many years. Now, Dr. Miles Monroe wrote, God has placed within each person a vision that is designed to give purpose and meaning to life. Years ago, during the Christmas season, my wife and I took our children to a large toy store. At the time, my son, Claro, was about 4 years old, and his eyes lit up when he spotted a rocking horse. He climbed on, held tightly to the ears of the horse, and began rocking back and forth. After a few minutes, I tried to get him off, but he became angry. When we were about ready to leave, he was still having a wonderful time on the rocking horse. So we let him continue while we walked through the store one last time and told our daughter it was time to go. When we came back, Clara was rocking even faster. By then, he had been going for about a half an hour, and he was soaking wet with sweat. As I watched him, I felt as if God was saying to me, that's how most people live. They are working hard, sweating hard, but they are making no real progress in life. They are not going anywhere. Our world is filled with people who are busy but not ultimately effective or satisfied. They are doing much, expending time and energy, but getting little of value accomplished. Consequently, they spend their lives toiling away, but never making any headway. Now, well, that was a writing from Dr. Miles. And I'm sure as you listen to me reading that verbatim, you are probably thinking of some people that you know, or maybe you yourself are one of those persons that have been rocking in spot. You're so busy doing that, somebody asks you, can you volunteer at Comcast? You say, oh no, I don't have the time, I'm too busy. But as you look over your life, what is your business about? Ask yourself the question. And I'm not saying this, I'm not making this statement to critique you. I'm just making the statement so you can begin to evaluate your life and to make sure you are not busy, but you are effective in life. Where are you going in life? Consider these statistics of American employees. Nearly 50% of all U.S. workers feel overwhelmed by a growing number of job tasks and longer working hours. This came from the Family and Work Institute back in 2001. 88% of employees say they have a hard time juggling work and life. And that came from Aon Consulting from a research done in 2002. And here is another research done in 2002. Only 48% of workers ages 35 to 44 are satisfied with their jobs, down from nearly 61% in 1995. Older workers aged 55 to 64 also expressed a low level of satisfaction. Only about 48% say that they are satisfied. This came from a research done by the Conference of Board in 2002. And I want to share one last research here. In all income areas, satisfaction levels has fallen since 1995. You know, I'm not sharing this research because I want to point fingers. I'm sharing them so we can begin as individuals to do research and examination of our lives and ask ourselves this extremely important question: where am I going in life? Am I heading down the right path? On the journey, am I making a difference in the lives of people? Or am I solely focusing on 3 people, me, myself, and I? Again, it's not a judgmental question. It's a question that will help to ruffle your feathers a little, hopefully, and have you answer those questions. This answer is not for anybody else. It's just for you. And if you cannot be honest with yourself, then forget about it. These statistics show that a number of people in the United States are struggling with job and life satisfaction issues. It's disheartening to work hard and not receive satisfaction and fulfillment from your work. What about your own life? What are you using your precious energy on? What are you accomplishing? Do you get up every day with a sense of anticipation and meaning because you know you are going to do what you were born to do? Do you feel that your work is a match to your abilities and personalities? Or are you pouring your life into your job without feeling fulfilled or having much to show for it? Have you been spending your time helping to make someone else rich while you are left with the little or nothing or the crumbs? Have you secretly thought you were meant to do something significant in life, but you don't know what it is? One of the dilemmas of contemporary society seems to be a lack of meaningfulness and purpose in everyday life. Some people are acutely aware that they aren't fulfilling their potential. You know you're not fulfilling your potential when you go to work on Monday and you're asking when is Friday. We all know when we are doing things just for the money because we are stressed out each and every day. We just drag ourselves into work and we drag around the office or whatever environment we are working in, and we just focus on making everybody unhappy, and other people who are really on that job because it's their calling and purpose, they are excited and they're happy and they're laughing, and you are wondering and you're stressed out. What have they got to be so happy about? This is a miserable place. You are only miserable because you are not called to be there. So if you are bold enough to step out to find your calling, you will be one of those happy, excited people as well. So ask yourself the question, where am I going in life? Ask it as many times until you get the correct answer. And document those answers in your journal and date them and put a time to it as well. A lot of people dread Mondays and they live for the weekends. You know, I read a survey once that said a lot of people have heart attack on Monday mornings because they dread the work that they are doing and they don't want to go back and that's the reason why they have that heart attack. So, food for thought. Are you one of those persons? Only you know the answer to that. For many people, weekend, free time has come, not a chance to escape work, but a chance to create work. That is more meaningful to work at recreation in order to realize the personal satisfactions that the workplace no longer offers. There are a lot of Fortune 500 companies and top corporations now that provide their employees with extracurricular activities on the job. They have gyms, they have sauna, they have spas right there. And the beauty about a lot of these places, members of your family can also go there and enjoy it. So if you are in one of those environments, kudos to you, because you are employed by one of the top companies. Do you know why you exist? Or you just go along and you just are a robot, you do what people tells you to do? Do you know why you exist? Ask the question, why am I created? Why did God give life to me? Why did God fertilize that egg so that I am in this world? You know when you are doing the right thing because you are making a difference in the lives of people. Again, all of these questions that I'm asking you, if your answer is only focusing on you, wrong answer. You need to go back to the drawing board. If you ask people, why do you exist? Most cannot tell you. They can't explain their purpose in the world. They have no vision for their lives. A lot of people, you ask that question, they will quickly roll off their tongues that which they were trained for. And you and I know that a lot of people are trained for things that they are not called to do. And that's the reason why a lot of people go to colleges, universities, graduate with huge student loans, and they are not doing what they were trained to do because they found out that that's not my calling. That is not my calling. So examine yourself. Living without a dream. Dr. Miles wrote, when I speak to groups of people about vision, whether it's in the context of business, a government, or a church, I always emphasize the following truth, because I believe it is crucial for each one of us to understand the poorest person in the world is a person without a dream. Not the person that doesn't have a nickel to rub next to the other. It's the person without a dream. Because a man or a woman with a dream is a multi-billionaire. You are poor when you have no dream. You are poor when you have no vision. And that's why it is so important for us to identify and harness that vision that we are called for. A lot of us, we don't harness those visions because we don't go seek about it. We don't go seek about it. So you must seek and find out about your vision. This way, you can be listed among the wealthy, because you will become wealthy when you walk into that dream and vision that you have. Maybe you have never known what you want to do with your life. Or maybe you had a dream once, but you lost sight of it. This happens a lot when you share your dream and your vision with people who do not understand. Ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you, don't spend your time sharing your God-given talents and vision with people who do not understand. If you have dental work to be done, you don't go to a shoemaker, you go to the top dentist. So it's the same thing with your dreams and your vision. Why are you taking them to people who have never done anything with their lives? They have no encouragement for you. They get up every day, they sit on the curb or they sit on the couch and they watch the soap operas. And here you are excited about your dreams and vision. And you're going to tell them, what do you think they're going to tell you? Oh, you ain't going to get that done. You're not going to get that done. Nobody ever done that. You're black, you're man, you're woman, you're this, you're that, you're ever. All the labels that they put on you. Now, not shame on them, shame on you, because you took your precious gem to them. I oftentimes ask my clients, if you have your china and your crystal and a pig who is hungry comes to your home, would you feed that pig in a trough, or you would feed the pig on your crystal and your china? And they always go like, what do you mean? Well, again, when you share your dreams and your vision with people who do not understand, that's what you're doing. You are presenting pigs with your china and your crystal. And it doesn't matter how closely you're watching those pigs. The minute you turn to pick something else, they're going to be trampling on that china and crystal, and it's going to be broken. And that's what's going to happen to your dreams. Living with unfulfilled dreams it's frustrating, it's annoying, it gets you angry all the time. It even sometimes implements in you jealousy and envy of others. And you're not asking yourself the question, if I live my own dream, I will be doing the same thing that we're doing. I don't mean literally do the same task, but you would be walking in your calling and purpose, and you will be living a fulfilled life. So I tell you, I want each and every one of you to have a tunnel vision when it comes to your calling and your purpose and your dreams. In order to fulfill the keys to your purpose, you got to develop a tunnel vision. If you do not do that, then you're going to be off track with your calling and your purpose. Nothing, no winter, no storm, no sleet, nothing, no hurricane should be able to separate you from that dream that you were created for. I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, from personal experience that this journey can be lonely sometimes. But I tell you, it's extremely rewarding, because when you develop a tunnel vision and you just keep your eyes on the bullseye. If you're a dart player, you will relate to this. When you are shooting a dart, nobody's going for the outer circle. Everybody wants to hit the bullseye because they know that's the highest score. And it's the same thing with your goal and vision. We are looking to fulfill these keys to your calling and purpose. You got to keep your eyes on the bullseye. Here are some things that can help you to keep your eyes on the bullseye. Hire yourself a coach. Get a mentor, somebody who has been there and done that. This way, it will shorten the learning curve for you. A lot of you are stuck where you are and not moving because you refuse to invest in who you want to become. Buy books. Invest in people who have done it already. And don't go and negotiate their fees. If anything, ask for a payment plan, because I tell you, they say what goes around comes around. So if you belittle someone's fee, that's the same thing that's going to happen to you when you go out there, because people are going to want your services for nickel and dime. So remember, invest in yourself, get a mentor, get a coach. You can also have role models from a distance. There are some people in my lives who I would categorize as role models. I really don't know them, but I watch them online. I follow them closely. I subscribe to their newsletters. And whatever they're doing, I make sure that I have access to that. You can do the very same, because maybe you are at the stage now where you're not in a position to hire a coach or to get a mentor, because yes, those things cost money. However, you can go online and you can subscribe to those people. A lot of times they have ebooks, they have free DVDs, and they have CDs that you can get for free. And their newsletters, sometimes they give free webinars. Subscribe to those things so you can start to develop in yourself. In order for you to fulfill your life purpose, you must step up and be bold, be confident in that which you are called to. Because if it is to be, it is up to you. And you spend a lot of time watching other people who are doing this and doing that, and you spend too much time focusing on those things instead of journaling, writing, creating a list of that which you want in your life. Because I tell you something, the universe is so faithful. God is so faithful. We have not because we don't ask. But if you begin to journal and write about those results, you remember I was talking in another episode about sometimes you can't go on a vacation, but you can begin to create a vacation in your journal or on your collage. You can do the same thing for the result. Create where you want. You want to travel? In the walls of my bedroom, I have a flat map of the world. And on there I have post-it notes of all the countries that I want to be impacting with the work that I do. And some of those countries, I don't even know where they are. I can't even pronounce them. But you know what? God will give me the translator to translate my work when I go there. I know He is going to allow me to do that. And when this TV show gets online, everybody all over the world is going to hear it. They're going to be able to watch it. Those who are listening to my radio show, I'm already reaching them. So, again, I pray that you have gotten some nuggets here that has ruffled your feather and will help you to get up out of the trenches that you have comfortably laid yourself down for over 20 years. It's time to get up, get up, get up, get up, and take action. Get up and take action, because there is success that is out there waiting for you. Success that you truly, truly deserve. You were called for a destiny, but in order to fulfill that destiny, you got to get up. See you next time.